We're also watching Clorox as of right now, as we've just got a few minutes before the opening bell here this morning. Shares are on the move. They are lower by about 1.75% here today. Now, this comes after the company said a cybersecurity attack last month will have a material impact on its earnings. The company saying the attack damaged portions of its IT infrastructure and disrupted operations. Clorox saying it resumed production at the vast majority of manufacturing sites, but did not give a time frame for when operations would be completely back to normal here. Now, this coming in a wave of cyber attacks that we've seen over the past few weeks here, most notably a lot of people who perhaps bet on the sports, if you will. They most notably will think about Caesars and MGM, but Clorox here. And I think what this is more telling of in a broader story is how much more cyber investment from companies and their chief information security officers. And I think for the CFOs to consider exactly how much they need to spend, how that's going to be prioritized over this coming year as well.
Certainly it's becoming more and more important, like you said, because these cyber attacks are becoming more and more prevalent. So companies are forced, whether they want to or not, to spend on beefing up some of their cybersecurity departments here in order to best position themselves to counteract against potential cyber attacks. But when it comes to Clorox clearly having a real impact on their business, they talk about the fact that they were not able to fulfill some of the orders that they needed to, that obviously having a material impact, which is what the company is expecting in its fiscal Q1 results. Now, they also went on to say that the attack damaged their IT infrastructure. So it caused order processing delays, elevated level of product outages. Now, they didn't go on to say what the long-term impact is going to look like, mostly focusing on some of those challenges here in the near term. But Brad, like you said, this is far from, obviously, the only cyber attack that we've been talking about. Right. Even over the last couple of days, when you talk about what has played out at MGM, what has played out at Caesars, and how the companies handle it, right? Whether or not they are paying ransom in order to get back their operations, or whether they're holding out like MGM did. And then, of course, the potential ramifications of that when you talk about lost business. Two
tickers I would say for people to keep an eye on, and it's ETFs, HACK and CIBR as well. Anytime you hear about some of these cybersecurity stories, they have the propensity to move some of the cybersecurity tracking indexes and ETFs that are out there.